Hey everyone, and welcome to the Savage Sunday Advice segment of Black Moth Radio. My name is Robin Bull, and I am your host. And I am joined by my husband and co-host and very snarky commentator, Danny Bull. And we're actually sharing a microphone because, despite the instructions provided by the podcast company Spreaker, following them exactly, I still cannot record from, Skype, Google Hangouts, whatever I'm supposed to be able to record from. So, anyway, this is the podcast where usually we make working from home work for you and where it's always bring your kid to work day, except the kid is in bed because it's late. So, long time no visit.
Yeah, I've been a little bit busy. New job.
How many new jobs?
Just the two.
Somebody likes to stay busy, and I'm not entirely sure if he just wants to stay busy or if maybe he's avoiding me.
No, I'm not avoiding you. I live with you. I eventually have to come home.
Well, maybe. Okay, so for those of you who are listening to the podcast replay, or perhaps you're listening live through Spreaker, of course, the chat box is open there. How this works is I go through and I find a bunch of random ass questions for Danny to answer. They always come from Quora, and I don't know if you've been to Quora lately. There are some very well-meaning people who legitimately have questions that they don't feel like they could ask anywhere else. And then there are these people.
Yeah, she does a really good job of finding these people.
That's just because I love you.
I'm beginning to wonder. Two jobs for a reason.
See, I told you he's avoiding me. Okay, so are you ready to get started and play our game?
Sure.
The crowd's very excited. Okay, so let me get over here to my saved questions that I've been saving up just for this occasion. I'm waiting for it to load. You know, my computer's a little slow. All right, here's your first question. Stop peeking at my screen. I know we're having to share a microphone. I'll try to fix it, but quit it. Okay, are you ready? Should I marry a beautiful or smart woman?
What?
You look pained, honey. Should I marry a beautiful or smart woman?
Dude, most men don't have a choice. Just go with whichever one says yes. Jesus Christ.
So that is Danny Bull's advice. And this is why this game is so fun for me. Did you enjoy that one?
No.
Are you ready for the second question? How do you talk to a girl without commenting on her looks?
I typically start with hi. How are you? There we go. I went like 2 seconds, didn't have to bring up looks at all.
And just for the record, when we met, I'm the one that talked to him first, not the other way around, and he was thoroughly confused by whatever stupid joke I said.
Oh, you're never going to let that go, are you?
No.
I didn't think so. You could always go with my approach, which is don't say anything until they talk to you, but that doesn't really work very well.
Really? It doesn't work very well, you say?
Well, I mean, I imagine for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Most people aren't as dashing as I am, and, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because clearly I totally knew what he looked like considering we met on an online dating site. He's laughing, and I'm just giving him the look. The look.
Yeah, I used a real picture of me. It wasn't like doctored.
You had your hat on, you were sitting on the ground, and the angle, you were like fucking looking at the ground. You could hardly see you at all.
Shy, silent type?
Apparently, that's what we're going with, this shy, silent type. My husband is neither shy nor silent. You ready for the next one? I have to make sure I can read it without laughing at you. Are you sure you don't need to, spit your dip? For those who don't know, my husband stopped smoking but started dipping, which is fine in theory. But this next question, I'm afraid that he might swallow his dip and then die from poisoning.
Oh, that'll be alright.
If your girlfriend farts on you and laughs, is it a sign you should ask her to marry you?
Oh, sweet Jesus. That's a sign that you're dating a girl with a flatulent problem. Other than that, no, it doesn't mean shit. I tried that once. My first marriage didn't work out very well. Lasted like 3 months.
It's a fart, so it might mean shit. Oh, I can't get to my drum roll fast enough.
That wasn't even a good joke.
It doesn't have to be. It's my show. Any wise words about what some signs would be that you should ask a woman to marry you?
She says yes.
That's not a sign. That's the answer.
She's dropping little hints like, when are we getting married?
I did not drop that hint.
I'm just saying in general, I'm thinking, maybe you've lived together for 15 years.
Bought a house together and already complicated shit.
Had kids together, well, maybe not the kids thing. Maybe not.
I love you so much, I'm willing to get the government involved. And if they have kids together, they've sort of kind of already gotten the government involved.
Well, yeah, but, I'm just trying to think of other ways. Maybe you guys went out and got a puppy together after living together for 15 years. There's a lot more subtle signs, but let's face it, most men aren't smart enough to figure that out.
Okay, so are you ready for your next question that's actually something you could probably give some actual advice on? Okay. What are some signs that a guy isn't interested in you on your first date? I personally am trying to figure out how they made it that far to the first date, unless it's like online dating, and,
First of all, a man will go on a first date. He doesn't care what she looks like. He's willing to give her a shot. They'll say, oh, it's, maybe she's got a good personality. No, they're just looking for somebody that's going to put out. How do you know that they're not interested?
Yeah. Do they, I don't know, dine and dash out the bathroom window and leave you with the bill?
No. I'm trying to think. Maybe if they're kind of ignoring you.
Okay, but in this day and age, how many people have we seen when we go out to breakfast, lunch, dinner together that you can tell they're together or on a date or married or whatever, but they're like paying more attention to their phones than themselves, each other or even their children?
Well, okay, yeah. Whenever people have been together for a while, they tend to stay on their phone. But if they're first date, I imagine you're going to put your phone down for at least 10 minutes. I imagine. Okay, some of you probably aren't smart enough to fucking do that, but pull your head out of your ass for 5 minutes and just pay attention to the person in front of you. I mean, you went through all the effort to get them there. Don't be stupid. Other ways to know they're not interested.
Do you know how I once showed someone that I wasn't interested and we were already out on the date, but it turned out his personality was really, really shitty?
Let's hear it. Oh, if they're being shitty is probably a good way to know they're not interested.
Oh, and he gave me his entire backstory, which, for the most part, would have been sort of a whatever moment. Except he told me that he had moved here from out of state because he was being accused of sexual molestation. So the way I left, I'm pretty sure indicated that I was no longer interested.
How did you leave then? I mean, you just stop in the middle of a sentence. Come on now.
I pretty much stopped him in the middle of the sentence and just left.
Sign 1, he's not interested. He gets up and leaves. Sign 2, he's looking for an exit to leave out of.
Sign 3, he's looking on Tinder, swiping left and right, while he's sitting across from you.
How are you gonna know?
Because, he's probably got his phone, right here. Or even if it's right here in front of him, he's got the finger going in front of his face like this. Yep. That's it. Right there. I think my husband's trying to give me a sign that he's no longer interested in this question.
Whether or not, if you're not having fun, they're not having fun. If you're not interested, they're not interested. All right, cool. Nice having lunch with you. See you around later, dick face. End it.
You ready for your next question? It's another one that you could give at least semi-sincere advice.
Okay.
Why did he kiss me on the first date?
Trust me, he wasn't wanting to end with a kiss. I mean, come on. Why did he kiss me on the first date? Really?
You never know. Maybe he felt pressured.
Pressured? Were there people behind him pushing him?
Or in his pants?
Yeah, okay, either one. Okay, yeah, I see where you're going with that. The only thing pressuring him in his pants is his dick. Or the crabs. One or the other.
Our dog is not happy with your joke. He's very sad. You should do something about Mr. Sadface there. Mr. Sadface. In the meantime, here comes your next question. I'm having too much fun. My 32-year-old son doesn't want to get married or have kids, and I'm having trouble accepting it. What should I do?
Accept it. It's not your life. You're done. You did your part.
You answered that way nicer than I thought you would, honestly.
I had a grandmother who asked me on a daily basis, when are you going to settle down and have kids? When are you going to settle down and have kids? When are you going to settle down and have kids? Woman, whenever I get somebody drunk enough. Oh, there you go. Just start giving him money to go get drunk on and buy hookers, and eventually maybe he'll get one pregnant.
Not entirely sure that, barflies are, you really want someone that controlling raising somebody else's kid, because that's what would end up happening. And frankly, if he doesn't want kids, he damn sure shouldn't have any.
I didn't want kids, and I've got 3 of them now. Doesn't seem to be bothering me much. You like that Cletus accent I put in there?
It was great. To be fair, for new listeners, he inherited 2 of those from me. So, that's just for the new listeners. Okay, are you ready for the next question? Are you sure? I'm 18 years old. He's rolling his eyes, people. Should I accept my 15-year-old stepsister's sexual advances? I don't want to get in legal trouble or mess up my family. Within my morals and beliefs, it's not wrong, but I want to.
What? What? First of all, 15, 18, no. That makes you a pedophile. You get put on the list and have to live in tents out down by the river. Or in vans. In van, down by the river.
I want people to know that the reason why we do this is because there are so many people on this particular thread asking questions like when the sister's next birthday is, so that she meets the legal standard in that particular state of it no longer being statutory rape. You know, the whole age of consent.
It's your sister, you dumb fuck. No. 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 Stop it. You know, this is one of those moments I wish I had a squirt bottle that would work over, like, really long distances. Just, like, aim it at that dude's house from here and just be like... Jesus Christ, what was that? That was awful. Is that the evil laugh? That's about the sound she's gonna make if you start trying to do shit with her. You fucking disgusting freak.
Okay, moving on here. This question should evoke a thoughtful response. How do I tell my Muslim boyfriend he must convert to Christianity to marry me?
Crusades! Burn him at the stake! Do they have, you know how they have like conversion therapy for homosexuals to go to straight? Do they have conversion therapy to like from Muslim to Christianity? Do they have that, you think? Because, you know, they had those kind of camps. Oh, wait. They do. Israel.
Falls Creek is not a conversion camp.
Isn't that just where you go and get, like, herpes from the preacher's daughter? When you're 18 and she's 15? Fucking disgusting bastards. Disgusting. Why are you trying... Hold on, wait. So, first of all, you've been with a Muslim for this long enough that he is considered marriage, which I don't entirely know how Muslims view marriage, if they view it anything like most Christians do and, you know, take time, or if they're just like, you know, marriage at first sight type people like the Hindus are. I don't know, or maybe they're somewhere in between. Maybe they're waiting 6 months. Don't know. But you knew what he was. You stayed with him. You don't want to be Muslim, but he's going to have to be Christian? Don't you think that's something to bring up on the first date? That's something that, okay, you're not willing to consider my religion? Then, okay, that I'm no longer interested. I mean... what the hell are you staying with him for? What is the size of this man's penis? I must know.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those things that you have to talk about early in the relationship before you start talking about marriage. Because even if either one of you, probably not too incredibly traditional if you're dating in an interfaith relationship, but, you know, it's something you do have to talk about with marriage, because you get married, you have kids, one of you decides to become devout. How are the kids going to be raised? That's kind of important.
Son, this is a stick of dynamite. I'm burning in hell for that one. I apologize. That was wrong of me, but I had to do it. The other one. This is a stick of dynamite, and this is the cross. Hate the cross.
Do you hear that?
Barely.
It's lightning. It's coming to strike you in the middle of the house.
Yes.
Okay, so moving on. Everyone having as much fun as I am? My teenage daughter is 5 feet tall and won't grow much more. How will she ever get married?
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know. Find a fucking 5'2" midget. I don't fucking know.
Oh, you just get her wedding dress hemmed up. You've seen those extreme couples where, like, someone's freaking 7 foot tall and someone else is, like, 5?
There we go. She just goes out and finds a basketball player, then their kids will be average height. Why the hell? Your concern is how tall she won't get married because she's only 5 feet tall? You know what I'd be worried about? She's never going to get married because she has gonorrhea. Who fucking cares how tall she is?
My boyfriend is married but wants to divorce his wife and marry me. What should I do? Okay, wait. Let me tell you right here and now. He's already married and he's just telling you he wants to divorce her and marry you. He's not doing that.
I need you to go to the Lifetime Network, watch it for about 3 days, and you're going to see what's going to happen. You're going to find out what to do, all right? You have a nice day. Go fuck yourself.
You mean single white femaling the wife and murdering her? Because that's pretty much all the movies on Lifetime right there.
Well, that or the wife goes crazy because she finds out about you and then she tries to kill you, or the husband goes crazy and then tries to kill you, and then the wife ends up killing him, or you end up killing him to save the wife. It's always fun. Basically, yes, that's what's going to end up fucking happening, though. Just stop screwing married men. What the hell is wrong with you?
But I want to. I'm a snowflake.
Oh, my God.
Okay, are you ready for your next... This next question is a little more serious. Perhaps one you can put some thought behind. Are you ready? He's glaring at me, but that's kind of easy to do with his bushy eyebrows. He... You know you have supervillain eyebrows.
You don't need to tell everybody else I have supervillain eyebrows. Let them find out for them damn selves.
We don't use a video camera. You don't like it.
Exactly.
Then how would they find out?
Meet me in person.
No, then I might have to kill people.
Why would you have to kill them?
They might find you pretty.
What the fuck was this, prison? They can find me as pretty as they want, doesn't mean they're going to do anything about it.
Are you sure? Okay, here's your question. What are some harsh realities of life?
It doesn't always fit. And sometimes it fits too well.
Honey, we're talking about life, not your penis.
So was I. What are some harsh realities of life? It's not as easy to get through as they say it is. I don't know what...
People say it's easy to get through life.
That's kind of the joke. Everybody's like, "Oh, life is hard. It's not even as easy as they say." I don't... Harsh realities of life. Death and taxes? Gonorrhea sucks. I'm really on a gonorrhea kick. Are you noticing this?
I noticed, and there is that, here's a harsh reality of life, speaking of gonorrhea. There is that, super gonorrhea, antibiotic resistance.
When I was in A school, they were talking about the super gonorrhea because it's really prevalent in Guam. And that was like day 2 in A school. They brought it up and was telling everybody, get ready for when you go to Guam. This is what you're going to have to deal with. This is what's going to happen when they try to get back on the ship. This and that. And you're just sitting there like, I don't ever want to step foot on Filipino soil out of fear. Now, that's how scared they made me. What?
No. No. No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Okay.
Get a map.
I don't want to.
Okay, ready for your next question? This is out of the science and religion section. How do I convince my scientific-minded 11-year-old son of the existence of God or a superior being? Hey, it's like talking to the oldest all over again. Although in his defense, he came to the conclusion of atheism on his own. But as you know, he's very polite and respectful, even with people have different views than he does, unless they get ugly with him. Then he does what Mama taught him and destroys them.
Science has not disproven God. They can't prove. Okay, so they can't prove that there's a God, so that's their idea of disproving that there is a God. You know, that's their thought, but they can't prove that he exists either. They can't prove or disprove the existence of any higher power. So whether you look at it like, intelligent design or whatnot, okay, I realize that most Christians say that the universe is only 6,000 years old, but let's face it, translated from a dead language in the Middle Ages when education was not that prevalent, much less reading dead languages, there's a good chance that maybe that 6,000 was supposed to be 66 billion, 60 billion, who knows? So there's error in translation, possibly. But there's also error in scientific thought. If we all still ran around like we were thinking back in the 1800s, as far as science was concerned, we probably would still be using leeches. So, there you go.
And I don't really see any reason to actually try to convince the kid otherwise. Just leave him alone. Over time, if you're raising your kid, I won't say right or wrong, but the way you raise your kid will ultimately influence their beliefs. And my oldest doesn't believe in God. That does not make him a bad person. It did turn him into someone who looks for fact above just, blindly following the masses. So that's been nice.
And he's never said that he doesn't believe that there is a God. He's just pretty sure that most religions got it wrong if there is one. And I think that's a huge problem with most religious people, as they just don't want to be wrong. Even if they are wrong, they don't want to be wrong. Even if there is a God, if it's not their God, oh shit, what are we going to do now? Sorry, the Jews were right.
All y'all gonna be pissed when y'all get there, and there's a goddess sitting up there too, because this ridiculous notion that God is somehow a single father who just magically made others. No. Because if you're made in God's image, then you recreate like God would recreate.
First of all, the Bible says created in our image, not my image, so it's plural right there. Many Christians want to skip that little tidbit.
No. They don't want to skip it. That's the part they want to argue with you with and say, no. That was just translated incorrectly.
Then the 6,000 years may be wrong, too. The water in the wine might be a little fucked up.
Goddess Bridget turned water into beer. I think that's far more impressive.
That's true. But, yeah, just leave the kid alone. He'll figure it out.
You ready for your next question? Yes, of course you are. Okay, this is actually posted under the anarchism section. Don't be over there getting so excited because you haven't heard the question yet. Are libertarians intellectually dishonest?
What? Are libertarians intellectually dishonest? How would we be intellectually dishonest? In case anybody doesn't know, yes, I do find myself to be more or less libertarian than, what?
Inconsistent use of ethics is what the note says.
But, how is it inconsistent? Oh, are they talking about the different... Okay, so, let me boil down libertarianism to a really short snippet, which really doesn't explain much. Libertarians are basically socially liberal, but fiscally conservative. And what that basically means, like, most libertarians do not agree with the federal income tax because it wasn't originally in the Constitution, so shouldn't have been added. Um, that and what many people don't realize is federal income tax was actually meant to be a very temporary plan through Reconstruction during the Civil War, not meant to be quite so permanent. But as soon as we got done with that, then the Great Depression hit, then World War One, everything kept hitting back to back to back, so we just kept it. And we still keep it. Even though it wasn't really what the Founding Fathers wanted. Yes, I know, everyone's probably sitting there thinking, but we abolished slavery before we did income taxes. Yeah, that's true. Most libertarians would tell you they're people. You can't count them as, 5/8 people? They're whole people. So, but it also, libertarians also believe that the government shouldn't be dwelling in people's lives, and if they'd back the hell off of people's lives, everything would actually be just fine. Now, I don't understand how that makes anybody hypocrites, but, I mean, why is that even in the anarchism section, though? That's not right. Unless, do they not understand what... most people don't even understand what anarchism truly is. Anarchism in and of itself is actually its own form of government, of lack of government. So, everyone's all like, oh, anarchy, blah, 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 no government. No, anarchism is government. Look up Bakunin, any of the others who did it.
Well, I can't control where people put their questions on Quora, unfortunately. Okay, speaking of life, what are some unethical life hacks? I don't know, rob a bank?
Unethical life hack. I lost my foot to diabetes, so I cut off my neighbors. That would be unethical. I don't know. Yeah, robbing a bank's probably fairly unethical. Getting caught cheating on your taxes.
But you don't believe in taxes. But just in case, the NSA or anyone else is listening in, he pays his taxes.
Well, yeah, I do pay my taxes because I don't want to go to jail. But it doesn't mean that I agree with it. I can have as much problem with any of it if I want to. God, I'm a freaking American. I'm a snowflake. But I don't know any other unethical things, unethical life hacks. Ooh, I don't want... You know what I do to save money on my groceries? I steal my neighbors.
So, here's a quandary for you. Ready? I know, that's sort of the fun part. Like I said, for everyone listening, we're having to sort of share a microphone since Spreaker is not recording two separate locations as it was set up to do. So I keep asking him stuff, and then I wait to give him the microphone because I'm a jerk. My girlfriend is pregnant. I desperately don't want a baby. She won't abort. What do I do? I don't know. You made the baby fucking man up and take care of it. Like, you knew what you're getting yourself into.
Oh my God. Wear a condom. That's what. You fucking dumbass. I don't want a baby. Well, maybe not have sex with a woman. Oh, you can become a homosexual. You're never going to be able to have children if you're homosexual.
They could adopt, or they could get a surrogate.
Biologically, yeah. But, you're definitely going to have to put more effort into it if you become a homosexual in order to have children. So, that's my advice.
You have to be an intentional parent. Intentional parent. If you're homosexual and you want to have a kid.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, it's really hard to have children if you become gay. I think that would be the best plan.
But what does he do now? Because she's already pregnant.
You're fucked, dude. You have nothing to... You're gonna... Even if you decide not to have shit to do with the kid, You've still got fucking child support payments. If you try and welch on that shit, they throw you in jail. Even though America says it's not a debtor's prison anymore, but yeah, it's a fucking debtor's prison. You don't pay your child support. You go to jail. You have a debt. Anyways, there goes my other libertarian fucking spiel. Fucking throwing people in jail for not paying child support turns America into debtor's prisons, even though that the Supreme Court said America is no longer a debtor's prison. Fucking stupid.
And then, there's the people that get picked up on a probation violation because they couldn't afford to make their payment on their fines and fees, and then they go back to jail and rack up hundreds, if not thousands, of more dollars in fees.
Yeah, I've experienced that. That sucks.
I remember. Okay, are you ready for to provide some more manly advice? This is another what this guy should do question. I inadvertently told my girlfriend that she is fat. Now she has dumped me. How do I get her back? I like the way it says he inadvertently mentioned that she's fat.
Okay. How did he say she was fat, though? How did he inadvertently? Did you, say, back that fat ass up? Or, yes, your ass looks fat in those jeans? Because, if you're saying something like back that ass up and you say fat ass up, maybe you can pull off, heat of the moment thing, or she looked good, you like big butts and you cannot lie. I'm basically a blind man shooting at the side of a barn here with this shit. But if you said, yes, your ass looks fat in those jeans, it's going to take a shit ton of roses, a shit ton of chocolate, and you're going to have to sit there and be sucking toes, buddy.
That's disgusting.
It may be disgusting, but, he's going to have to figure something that's... I don't understand how you inadvertently call somebody fat.
I don't either, but I have a related question here. My girlfriend is getting fat. We've been in a relationship for 5 years. How should I tell her to bring down her weight?
Here's my thought. You ever notice whenever people are like, man, my girlfriend getting fat, and you're sitting there looking at them going, Jesus Christ, Tubbs, what the fuck are you talking to? She's not the only one. You might want to maybe just purchase a gym membership for both your fat asses then. How do you approach the subject of somebody else gaining weight?
Well, I know a real good way she could probably lose between 180 and 220 pounds in less than 24 hours. It's not even a fad diet. All she has to do is dump him.
Yeah, but he hasn't said this to her yet.
Oh, I'm sure he alluded to it in not so sensitive ways.
Do you think you need a whole bottle of dressing on that salad, honey? Yeah.
No, honey, let's get the diet soda or the low-fat cheese this week.
And the fat-free cheese, the shit that's actually plastic. You got the American cheese wrapper, you're just taking it. You're unwrapping the cheese just to find out the inside of it's just painted yellow plastic. You're like, son of a bitch. Dude. Yeah, you just lick the plastic. Yeah, dude. Because chances are she's not the only one gaining weight in this fucking relationship. So here's what you do. Be happy that you're still getting laid, because what's going to end up happening if you tell her that she's gaining weight, she's going to dump your fat ass and go find somebody else. After she loses the weight, you're going to sit there and keep eating like shit, and you're going to start drinking and doing other stupid shit, and you're going to get fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter until eventually you establish your own orbit, and then she's going to be going off and getting fucked while you're sitting there eating Frito-Lays and jerking off to Pornhub.
And now all of you know why I married my husband. He knows how to keep himself out of trouble. Here's the last question I have for you. What is the worst relationship advice you have ever received?
Sticking her in her butt without telling her? Just see what happens. See what happens. No. Brick method? No. Donkey punch? Probably not. No.
All of that is really terrible advice.
In case anybody doesn't know what the brick method... Should I explain the brick method?
It's for educational purposes only. Do not try this at home. If you try this at home, we are not liable for the time you spend in jail.
Or any medical costs incurred. So, the brick... So the brick method, you keep a brick underneath your pillow, and then whenever you're having sex and you want, stick it in her butt, you just pull the brick out and hit her over the top of the head with a brick, and then she can't say no. The problem is, when she wakes up, she's probably gonna fucking dump your ass. What else? Really bad relationship advice.
Dumping him is going to be the least of his worries. Between jail, Bubba, and if that girl has a daddy or a brother, because she's going to wake up going, I'm so sore. What happened? And she's going to put two and two together really fast.
I'm trying to think of other relationship advice here. Hold on. Bad relationship advice.
That you've received.
That I've received. Sure, honey, it's okay to go to the strip club with your friends. That's not from my wife. That was from somebody else. That sounds like a great idea, going out and finding hookers. Other bad relationship advice.
Well, if you'd stop leaving the dead hookers in the backyard, it wouldn't be such a problem.
Where else am I supposed to put them? They don't fit in the trash can. Anyways, other bad relationship advice. Oh. I had a friend once, so I was dating this girl. This is like high school. She was going on about, we were at this party, and she's going on about, oh, you always try and take off and leave with your friends. I'm like, no, I don't. My buddy's like, hey, Danny, you want to go, come with us and go grab some beer now? High school, underage drinking, yes, I know. Illegal. Shouldn't do it, but screw it. I'm going to do it anyways. Or it's already done. I think the statute of limitations is up on that. So, she's all sitting there going, if you go with them, it'll take you like 2.5 hours. I'm like, nah, it'll be fine. We're like 5 blocks from the gas station. We'll be alright. And, my buddy helped convince her of this. And yeah, so that was really bad relationship advice, because I think we ended up at somebody else's party, and I ended up getting stuck there because he ended up having sex with some girl in their parents' bedroom, and ended up falling asleep, and I ended up stuck at this house, and I definitely couldn't call her because I was supposed to have been back like 2 hours ago. So that was bad. Listening to your friends, your guy friends, is probably a really bad idea on relationship advice. Especially if they're single, because chances are they haven't figured it out yet either, or they wouldn't be single. That's about all I got on that one.
Would you like a bonus question?
Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, I finally get the fucking mic.
Not if you keep it up with that attitude, mister. I'll take my toys and kick you out of my office. Because I can't say I'll take my toys and go home because we're at home. Okay, here's your bonus question. For the jackpot prize. My husband and I have restraining orders against each other. I miss him terribly. I can't think, eat, or work without him. What should I do?
Oh, God. What they have restraining orders against each other. Against each other, and they want to know what the hell they need to do.
She wants to know.
She wants to know what to do because she can't eat. She misses him so much. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to call an ambulance on this. What the fuck is wrong with people? Why is there a restraining order for both of you? What the fuck is wrong with you two? There's this song, I was actually just telling you about this earlier, called Banjo Odyssey. It's by this band called The Dead South. And the first line of the song is about restraining orders. And that's what this is automatically making me think of. Is, that's a really good analogy for it. Taking your ex back is like trying to shove poop back into your butt. It really is. Here's what you need to do, lady.
Get help.
Yeah, get help. 1. Stay the fuck away from him. 2. 3. Eat, sleep, drink, not alcohol. Because I'm having this thought in the back of my head that you're drinking and his drinking is kind of the problem. Go fuck somebody else. Go screw up somebody else's life. You two have already done enough damage to your own. Go screw up, treat this like an adventure. Go fuck up somebody else's life and see if you can, spread it like, what was that video game? Plague Inc., where you try and, kill off everybody in the world. Just try and get as many restraining orders as possible. Now, that means you're going to do this to a lot of other people and try and be just as batshit crazy.
I feel like I have to take the microphone away from my husband because he's encouraging criminal behavior. Dangerous behavior.
Well, you remember that? What's the worst relationship advice you could give somebody? This is it. I'm joining the two together.
Okay, well, I think that's enough fun for one evening. So, yeah, that was Savage Advice Sunday. And you can find us on the domain confessionsfromthecouch.com, where we have almost 2,000 subscribers. If you have questions, comments, concerns, or hate mail related to working from home, you want good advice, bad advice, sarcastic advice, you can always find me on Twitter or Facebook with the same name, The Robin Bull. And Danny has some final thoughts he would like to share with you.
No, I was going to tell them they need to send all their hate mail to @DonaldTrump.com. Isn't that his Twitter?
No.
Ah.
No, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to find Donald Trump's Twitter.
I figure he gets enough hate, enough hate mail if you start sending him, random hate things. I don't understand how you could say that about restraining orders, telling people to go out and get as many as possible. And he'd read that and just be like, what the fuck are these people talking about? Did I say that? Is my Ambien... Roseanne, did you give me your Ambien again?
Okay, so that's all we have for you today. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast.